In this program, the views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
Hey everybody, it's a Tuesday. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. See, we've got to communicate before the show.
We got to talk before we start the show sometimes. How you doing?
Hey.
Good to have you here on a Tuesday. I know a lot of people out there getting wet today. We got a special group of people here in the studio today from Mullen, South Carolina.
That's right, Palmetto Middle School. There's about 25 kids out in the audience. We're going to talk to them a little bit later, and we've got a great show lined up for you guys. But first, let's check out the weather. Good Tuesday afternoon to you. Let's go ahead and look at live Doppler 15,000. We have this stalled front that's just hanging out in the southeast, bringing a lot of precipitation through portions of Georgia, Alabama, even the panhandle of Florida up toward the Carolinas, and then extending all the way up north into Virginia as well toward the mid-Atlantic. So a lot of precipitation to go around, and that's what we saw as we were heading through yesterday on Monday as well. Localized areas saw up to 4 inches of rain, and that's going to be the trend as we head through your Tuesday as well. Live Doppler 15,000 showing some isolated showers across our area, widely scattered as well, as this continues to push to the north and east, approaching our region from the southwest. The bulk of precipitation you can see up near the Charlotte and Columbia viewing area, but we'll still get more as we track through the afternoon and heading into the evening as well. So let's go ahead and pinpoint that with Futurecast. We're going to see an increase in precipitation amounts as we head through the afternoon by about 2-3 o'clock. Really heavy precipitation in the forecast. Storm Prediction Center did enhance our risk, or at least up our risk to a slight chance of severe weather, meaning isolated areas could be producing some strong storms embedded in one of these heavier pockets. By about 8-9 o'clock, we're still looking at that precipitation on the map. A little bit of a lull, though, as we head through the overnight and into tomorrow morning as well. By about 7-8 o'clock, Futurecast not really pinpointing all that much. We'll have in and out cloud coverage similar to what we've seen over the past couple of days, but holding on mainly to that cloud coverage. By Wednesday, we're still holding on to those widely scattered showers, but the good news is a lot of these showers do dissipate just in time for your holiday weekend. So let's go ahead and look at our severe storm risk. When is it? Well, for today, this afternoon, heading into the evening, where especially east of I-95, and it's going to be a little bit lower in terms of that risk farther inland you go. Localized flooding, also isolated tornadoes will be nothing to rule out, but one of our risks as well will be that damaging winds. We're still looking at about 1 to 3 inches of rain, isolated locations up to 4 inches. Here's your Grand Strand 7-day forecast. Upper 70s nearing 80 degrees over the next few days. High pressure will be building in just in time for your holiday Memorial Day weekend. High temperatures will be in the 80s, upper 80s, right nearing the Grand Strand. Your inland 7-day forecast, 80 over the next couple of days, pretty much a dreary next couple of days as well. 85 with really nice conditions as we head through Friday. A lot of sunshine will carry on in time for the weekend. High temperatures will be in the low 90s.
Weather is brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Got a great show lined for today. But first, I want to tell you about something new that we've started. All right,
That's
Amanda.
right. We showed it yesterday, and it is the Cecil and Amanda Where in the World caricatures. We have them printed out, and you'll be seeing them around town. But what we want you to do is go on our Facebook page, print that out. Anytime you go out to dinner, go out to a movie, go out of town, we want you to take it with you. Take a picture of it, send it to us on our Facebook through Facebook Messenger, or here you can email it to us at the station. And we want you to take a picture with us. And on Fridays, we're going to show where in the world we have been. Just started. It probably take maybe a week or so to get rolling, but we really want to be interested in where you guys travel.
That's right. Also, any way you do it, get the kids on it, everything. It's a good chance to get the kids on. When you work out, like I do every day now, you can take a picture of that.
Right.
Don't laugh. I am walking.
You're doing a great job.
No,
you're doing a great job.
Right.
That's great.
All
Listeners
right.
and all.
Let's talk a little bit about today. Everybody's ready?
Yep.
All right, today is Tuesday, May 23rd, and this is Lucky Penny Day.
All right, this is also Sea Turtle Day, and just so you know, sea turtles, they are laying their eggs. You guys, make sure you fill in your holes at the beach, take down umbrellas, stuff like that, because we want those little guys to survive and be able to make it to the ocean. So please do that for us.
Birthdays today. Let's go back to 1933. Joan Collins, boy, 84 years old. Look at her. You think she's had any face work? Just a little bit.
Cecil.
She was on the most popular show in 1985. I'm talking about Dynasty. Liz Taylor beat her out for the role in Cleopatra.
How about that? 1958, we have Drew Carey, funny guy. He is 59 years old, the host of The Price is Right now. And before fame, he was expelled from Kent State University twice for poor academics. Didn't seem to really matter, I guess.
Doesn't make any difference. 1965, Melissa McBride, she's 52, in the popular TV show Walking Dead. Her first appearance on TV was in a 1993 episode of Matlock with, of course, Andy. All right, today in history, let's go back to 1960. Everybody remembers this if you're old like me. The Everly Brothers recorded Kathy's Clown that went all the way to #1.
All right, 1969, The Who released the album Tommy in the UK.
Yeah, I'll remember that one too. All right, Know It All Department. All right, everybody has heard about why did the chicken cross the road? You've heard that, right?
Sure.
To get the other side, I've always been told that. But there's a crazy law in Quitman, Georgia.
Okay.
All right?
There's crazy laws all over the place.
Yeah, these are crazy laws everywhere. This one says a chicken cannot cross the road.
Who is held
Who
responsible?
in the world would make up these laws?
There are, you guys. We've shown some crazy laws.
Quitman, Georgia, if you got any chickens, they can't cross the road.
You better
Can
watch
you believe
out.
that? I can't. All right, that's from the Know It All Department today. We got a great show lined up, a lot of fun stuff. Stay right there.
We'll be right back.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, the Grand Strand Humane Society is here with us now, and I think they brought Rose with them.
They brought Rose. She's very sweet. She's a little nervous. Like we said before, we've got a bunch of kids in the audience, as well as it's her first time on TV, so rightfully so. Kathy, tell us first about Rose.
Rose is around 2 years old. She's a Chihuahua mix. She's heartworm negative, which is a very good thing.
Yeah.
She's available for adoption at Grand Strand Humane Society.
How old do you think she is?
She's around 2.
2, okay.
Yeah.
Does she have the chip already?
No, but she will have before she's adopted. She's available for adoption. She has been to the shelter probably about 2 weeks now.
Okay.
She and her sister are both there. Her sister's doing some surgery, having some surgery done on her eyes.
Right.
But she's available right now, and her sister will be available in a few weeks.
Would it be cool if somebody adopted them both together
Absolutely.
to keep them together?
It'd be wonderful to take them both.
I like
We
that.
love that.
I think that's a really good idea. So if there's somebody out there that wants to, that's a really special thing. You
is
guys
so
are always
good.
looking for volunteers, donations. Tell us some of the stuff you can volunteer for.
Well, you can volunteer obviously to walk dogs. You can take care of cats if you like cats. You can do laundry. That's always fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can do
So if
laundry.
you don't necessarily want to interact directly with the pets,
You
there's
can-
plenty of
there's
other things to do.
Paperwork. We're always looking for.
She's
well,
okay.
Sorry.
You can let her go. It's all
We're always
right.
looking for volunteers to do just about anything that the shelter needs, which is quite a bit. We are desperately in need of fosters, especially for kittens. Who doesn't love kittens, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and puppies
And
too,
they're
of course.
and they're being fed like bottle fed type kittens, like tiny
well,
ones.
they're that young, a little bit older too. But the shelter provides all of the supplies. Everything you could need. All you got to do is love them and feed them and take care of them
And to
until
be
they're
able
ready
to
to be
do
adopted.
those things, they need donations. You guys, anything.
Yes.
Towels, blankets, money.
Bleach.
See?
Bleach.
There you go.
Tell us what else. Tell
Bleach
us what
is
else.
big. Bleach, detergent, plastic bags, those big black garbage
Yeah.
bags and
Yeah.
the white trash bags.
Okay.
Even like shredding, like paper, like shredded paper.
Yes.
They use that in the clinic, like for their surgeries. That's kind of interesting. A lot of people don't
Okay.
realize that. But
So they can
take
donate their paper.
shredded paper. yeah.
Shredded paper. Okay. All right. If you guys want more
pretty good.
information, GrandStrandHumaneSociety.com. You can check out Rose and her sister and adopt them together. Please, somebody call me and tell me that story happened. Please.
Her sister's name is Dorothy, by the
Yeah.
way.
Dorothy and Rose.
There you go.
Yeah. Rose,
You
thanks
know,
for being on the show.
The
with
Golden
us.
Girls, right?
Yes, very good.
That's right.
Thank you
Thanks,
very much.
Kathy.
I
All right,
appreciate
we
it.
got a lot more coming up. It's a Tuesday. We'll be right back.
Carolina and Company Live. All right, we're talking about the Salt Games, and Judy is here with Core Fitness. They do the CrossFit competition. We're going to find out all about it.
I'm going to tell you what, this girl works out more than anybody in the world I know of. Judy, thanks for being with us. All right,
Thank
now
you.
tell us about what you're doing with the Salt Games.
Well, this is the 5th annual Native Sons Salt Games. We do the CrossFit portion of the event. There's also surfing and yoga and volleyball competitions and skateboarding and even bikini contests. But the CrossFit is what we that we take care of, and some of the pictures that you have up are part of the CrossFit event right there. We've grown this event. I think the first event 5 years ago, we had under 100. This year, we're going to have over 600 athletes.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
really?
from
Well,
all
you know,
over.
CrossFit in that amount of time has really taken off, and a lot of people are involved. If somebody does CrossFit, do they need to be able to do that at Core Fitness, or can somebody else get involved? How does that work?
For the event?
Yes.
No, they can sign up all over the place.
Okay.
There's a huge, the CrossFit people are coming from, there's a lot from in town, but they're coming from
everywhere.
From everywhere, as far as, Pennsylvania and further.
Okay, so anybody that wants to be involved in that, just get signed up. You guys are the ones that are kind of putting it together and hosting that part of it.
We put it together. It's a big job, but it is a lot of fun, and we prepare for this, 6 months out.
All right, now, when you say CrossFit, what all's involved in that? Tell us what all.
There'll be always the fun events. This year we'll be using the rig, which is where you do pull-ups and wall shots on the rig, and we also use the boardwalk right down there. We use part of the beach, and we also use the street, the middle of the street. They block off the streets. We have events in the middle of the street, and the old pavilion site, that big lawn where the zip line is now.
Yeah.
We use that whole lawn area, and we'll do some running. So they'll be lifting, all kinds of lifting weights. They'll be carrying things. Sometimes they carry another person.
Cool.
So yeah.
And if you don't do CrossFit, you could still come out and watch. It's June 3rd through the 5th.
3rd and 4th.
3rd and 4th.
Yeah.
The more spectators, the better.
Yes, you'll want to come and cheer people on. It's so fun to watch.
Very.
Well, I'll tell you, you do so much. What else is going on at Core Fitness?
Oh, so many things are going on at Core Fitness.
The new restaurant.
Yes, the new restaurant.
It's going well?
Yes, it's going really good. Organically good is what it's called, and they do an amazing job. Great healthy choices.
Fantastic.
Love it.
Nice for you to get done with a meal, have a healthy choice instead of getting done and being starving when you're done and making a bad choice that negates
As I was
what you
leaving
just
to come
did.
here, he was like whipping up the protein waffles, and people were chowing down. So yeah, it's
I
great.
love it.
Yeah.
All
Fantastic.
the protein drinks and everything. So everybody's got to be crowding it after they work out. Well, I'm starting to work out a little bit. I'm walking now.
Yes, that's so good.
That's helping.
So
me.
walk on in.
Walk on in. That's right. We'll get you signed.
You too.
We'll get you
Thank
signed
you.
up for CrossFit. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Thanks, Judy.
Thank you.
See you soon. We'll be right back.
Carolina and Company Live. All right, Dr. Epperson's on the show now. We're talking about, you stay out in the sun too long, you get these little sores, skin cancer. The man's going to tell us what to do and how to take care of it.
Absolutely. Very important that you get checked, and early detection is one of the biggest things. Dr. Epperson can help you with that. Tell us about the new thing. Take a picture, email it.
Certainly, if you have a question or you want to take a picture of a lesion, I've got set up an inlet skin at AOL.com. And
There it is right there on your screen.
Or a question if you have about your skin. And of course, we certainly can see you in the office. We have our phone number. He'll probably put up there in a second.
Yeah, he'll get it.
There it is.
There we go.
If you have a lesion, if you're concerned about it, or anybody you know, just a skin check. If they want to come in, have the lesion checked, anything going on, want to make sure it's not cancer, especially pigmented lesions, especially ulcerating lesions.
Now, this is important. It's so easy for somebody to do. Take your camera. You just saw where to email it to. Take a picture of it, and you send it to him right now, and he'll tell you what it is if you need to come in further, or if there's nothing to it. That's what's so neat about it.
Right, and it is important to know that there are many lesions on the skin, and it's confusing. So often I evaluate people's skin for lesions they bring, and I find the cancer somewhere else, so when they're looking at it, it's not the one that's the problem.
That's what you were saying with some of your skin checks that you guys have going on. Somebody will say, well, I'm concerned about this, and you'll say, well, I'm concerned about that.
Yes.
And that's how you find out,
Certainly.
and hopefully a lot of times save somebody's life. This is a life-threatening
Well, there's a lot of things. Sometimes it's on your face, and it's, you have to be careful about what you do.
Right.
To take care of that.
Yes, and the skin cancer on the face, we've had Dr. Frankie here earlier. We can treat those with radiation now. The disfiguring, horrible surgeries don't have to be done. There are other methods that leave you much better off.
Fantastic, yeah.
Well, I tell you, it's very good because so many people go out to the sun. If you go in the sun, tell them what to do, Doc.
Well, if you're going to go in the sun, as this Australians say, slip, slap, slop, slip on a shirt, slap on a hat, slop on some sunscreen.
That's right.
And of course, the middle of the day is a bad time to go out. You need to try to, I tell them it's okay to go on the beach all night long.
All night long. Well,
All night long.
and growing up here, I'm kind of a beach baby, but it is really important to protect your skin and take those safety precautions. You have free skin checks
We have
coming
free
up.
skin check at Ocean Lakes on the 13th of June. Last night we were at St. Michael's.
And you have a pretty good turnout for that.
Had a great turnout, had almost more than I could see.
Awesome. Well, that's what you want. That's
so
fantastic.
the next one's coming up?
June 13th, Ocean Lakes.
Ocean Lakes, right there at the end of 544, and the edge
it's
of
free.
Surfside.
That's free. Just
That's the
go
good
out,
part.
and it's worth it because, like I said,
the
it could
neatest
save your
thing in
life.
the world. I love this. There's the email where you put the email. It shows you where you take a picture of it, send it to him.
That's right.
And it's just so easy to to get it checked out.
Sure.
Bravo to technology, right?
Great.
Yeah.
That's
Thanks,
right.
Doc.
Thanks,
We
Dr.
appreciate
Epperson.
it.
Appreciate it.
All right, have a good one. All right, we got more coming up when we come back. Somebody special is going to be on the show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Caroline and Company Live. We have 25 middle schoolers in the studio right here with us. You're going to see them in just a second. And they are from Palmetto Middle School in Mullins. We're going to talk to their teacher a little bit about their class and just what they're here learning.
That's right. Natalie, they do a little TV show and all in the mornings, I think, at the school. Is that right?
That is correct.
Yeah, tell us about
I
it.
actually run it out of the library. I'm the library media specialist, and every morning I have a group of 6th graders, 7th graders, and 8th graders all year long that do a morning broadcast, which is about 5 to 7 minutes.
There they are. Hey, y'all can wave. There they are.
Yeah. We do the Pledge of Allegiance, a weather segment, a career segment, a word of the day, and then our announcements like what's for lunch, what's for breakfast the next day, and any announcements that's happening throughout school.
Practices, that kind of stuff, anything going on.
Exactly. Sporting events, getting ready for the 8th grade celebration of graduation. That's coming up next week, so we're announcing that. And then we always end the broadcast with about reading. Reading every day leads a better life. And I have them rotating. They do a camera, they do a control room, they do music, and then I have 2 on-air anchors that share the spotlight.
So they learn to do it all. All right, now I've got to ask this. Anybody showing any, wanting to go ahead into broadcasting?
There are a few. One of my students, Kendall, he's interested in meteorology.
Cool.
Okay.
I have a couple of other students that want to do behind the scenes, like Thomas, he wants to do control room. He wants to be the director. He wants to be the camera guy. And then I got a couple of people who want to possibly be on air too. They're experimenting like you. I understand you did that in high school.
I did,
well,
and it was a lot of fun, and it kind of gave me a little intro, and then of course I did it in college as well. But it's neat to start even now, just deciding maybe this is what I want to do, getting some experience, and it's probably a really fun class, isn't it?
It is.
You guys
and we
have
do
fun.
it every morning. We do it live too, just like you guys do. It's not any pre-recorded and played the next day, but we do it live every day.
So if you mess up, it's messed up time.
That's right, but they don't. They are really great. I mean, they are so dedicated. One week is this 8th grade week. I got a group about 7 or 8 that come in. The next week is 7th grade. Then the following week is 6th grade, and they just rotate that all through the year.
Very cool. You guys have fun. It's a class you enjoy, I'm sure, right, guys?
There they are.
There they are.
All right.
It's a fun class.
I got to ask, who's the best out of all this group? Oh, look at there. Who's the best? They're all the best.
Me.
Good job. Good job.
Me. I'm just kidding.
All right. We wish you a lot of luck. And you do this all year long?
We do it
long?
first day, well, probably about the first week of school, get the kids back into practice. We're going to be training the upcoming 5th graders that are coming over from the elementary schools, so they'll be training, and
I think it's awesome.
we just keep going.
All right. Now, I've got to ask you, what, do some of these people, what if they mess up like we do every day? It's okay, isn't it? Yeah.
It absolutely
you got to learn.
is.
We mess up every day, and I've been doing it 45 years.
Wow.
Every day.
Every day I mess
and
up.
I tell them to keep going. I tell them to keep going.
That's it.
If they stumble, they mispronounce a word, you got to keep going because you're live on air.
That's
Absolutely.
right. That's true. That's very good advice. Very good. You have any broadcasting in your career?
A little bit.
Did you?
Way back.
What'd you do?
Before I became a teacher and library media specialist, I worked in broadcasting as a newsroom director and control room operator way back in the day. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Where was that?
In Wisconsin and Minnesota.
Okay.
Right, well, I started in radio back in '68 and then moved into television, and I'm still here.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of changes.
For
today.
They fired me today.
For today.
I'm still here today, I think.
Right on.
But we
I'm
thank
just
you.
kidding.
We thank you
Yeah,
so much.
very
for
cool. You guys are
having us.
welcome anytime.
Thank you for
guys,
having
thanks
my
for coming in
students.
and
One
being
more
so
shot. There you go,
wonderful.
everybody.
There they are.
Thank you.
All right, we've had a great time. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Caroline and Company Live. Yes, you can go on.
Yeah, there you go. Bye, Kate.
Bye. Bye, Kayla.
All right, we got a big show lined up tomorrow. We'll be up in Laurinburg, Scotland County area, up there where all the fun is, and we'll be having a lot of fun visiting a lot of neat places. You want to tune in for that, okay?
Absolutely.
Good
Hope you guys
show.
have it. Yeah, hey, good show. You better do it this time. Bye,
All right,
y'all.
we'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good one.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE.